Today we are doing the Miko story quest. Miko has grown on me pretty heavily, and I'm excited to see what this is gonna be like.
We haven't been to the publishing house in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time was pretty cool.
We read like 3 different books with her. The one that was an isekai, Do Hilly Turtles Get Stronger If All They Eat Is Sunsettias, was the title.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora.
Amen, brother.
Exams next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
Gotta get the degree before you get the cash.
It's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it.
Wait, are
if
we gonna
it
like
doesn't work, then just
pay
keep
for a good
throwing
grade?
till it does.
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
I love how we're talking about them right here. They even noticed. They turned.
Huh? Really? You guys don't know? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true.
What do you mean? Did you read that in a book somewhere, buddy?
Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing. A highly effective wish ritual guaranteed to make your wishes come true.
Even when I'm trying to get waifus?
Wish ritual? That actually works?
I feel like they made this story quest based off of people's wish rituals for characters. Doesn't sound legit.
Right? Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
And I'm stupid.
I didn't believe it at first either, but that changed when it worked for someone I know. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot, but get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant.
It's coming to the money.
I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with Mora.
Wait, let me in on this.
His whole bed was filled with... Wow!
Paimon's like, it sounds good to me. You said Mora, I'm already in. Paimon, calm down. You're so excited you can barely get the words out.
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an exaggeration.
How can that sounds like a direct
Believe it or not,
thing that
it's
happened.
not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try, right?
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these
People
days.
just waking up on beds of Mora, literally?
Well, come on! Let's go ask around right now, shall we?
Why the sudden urgency? Why do you think? Paimon is just greedy.
Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your twin, too. Let's go, let's go!
That's right. We could wish for the twin. Nothing else, not the Mora. All right, boys, thanks for your information. I'll have to kill you. Yeah!
On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the publishing house. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Was this the guy from the Raiden Shogun quest? Him?
Clear like
Yeah.
clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou.
No.
Thee? Hear my summons?
He's trying to write. He's got writer's block.
No, it's not hear my summons.
Heed my
it's
summons.
Heed my summons. Heed. You're never going to get it down at this rate.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me. Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation
He's trying
again?
to do the ritual.
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific.
It's
He's
not
hit a bit of
me.
a creativity block recently, so I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it.
I didn't think you guys would believe in this kind of thing. They seem like he does seem like a very practical individual.
I obviously don't.
And he's the one that
But
doesn't.
Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
If he believes it must mean
Mr.
something,
Shigeru,
right?
can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to
To
me.
get out of that slump.
People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask?
He's
Anyway, I
desperate.
just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about
Super hopium.
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. All right, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
We gotta sell big numbers.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out?
Now he's
Look at you
resorting
now.
to like
Trying
tricks.
dubious methods from any old light novel.
Dubious methods.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
This is directly from Yae. I'm calling it. Yae Miko wrote this and is just laughing, watching everybody fall for this stuff because she's bored. That's the thing about her.
No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took
I know
Inazuma
who
by
wrote
storm.
this. I 1,000,000% know who wrote this.
As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
Wait, what? The people
What's
are acting
so surprising
weird?
about that?
It's
They're
actual
probably
incantation.
just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious.
This is how everyone at the storycast start.
Why don't we
It's a
go to
really
the
sus
Grand
situation.
Shrine and ask Yae Miko about it?
She's gonna start laughing.
She's the expert
Little
when it
one.
comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
You know what we're doing here, little one. We're fooling the townspeople. Yeah, what are you doing?
Miko! Great, you're here!
Look at the face.
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the
Young
shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it.
What's the title? Is it incantations at all? We'd like to hear your expert input on
Oh?
something.
Well, what did you want to ask?
Why is everybody chanting
we were
incantations?
just... actually, you look kind of busy.
What is this guy doing?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major?
This is my
I'm
life.
begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
She spit in his face and your brother's not important to me. What happened to your
It
brother?
really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother.
He is so desperate and
Here's
she
what
does not care.
My name is Kato Yohe, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword.
Dang.
But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange.
Look at her
It's like
face.
he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit.
Maybe the blade he's using.
That's why I'm here, begging for Guji Yai's help.
Maybe another Kazuo situation.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone.
What else is there to
It's
work
only
for?
natural that he feels a little empty and lost while
But
he's
this guy
trying
seems
to find a new
desperate.
direction.
He seems like
If
he's
it were
acting
me,
bad.
I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
It's like aggressive.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
It's a long time for him to be acting weird.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes,
What
Lady
is this?
Guji. That's a long
Wait.
time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him.
She
Our
realizes.
greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused.
Oh, yeah,
Are you
that's
here
what I was
to
gonna
save your
say.
brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
His endeavor or your actual brother?
Well, they're kind of two sides of the same coin.
You seem
aren't
more
they?
worried about your business endeavor.
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about
About
them.
everybody shouting incantations.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's
I can't
too
help
bad.
you then.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here.
She's just in the background
Please,
watching this.
You gotta help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
Throw the guy a bone, man. He looks so anxious. He's pale. He's losing weight. He hasn't slept in 5 days.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Leave it up to me to convince her. That's right. I have that power.
So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was. These two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine.
Dang.
And in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Do a little bit of everything.
Wait a sec.
Really?
Wouldn't expect it, but yeah.
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Whatever your name
Not
is.
at all. Never.
Bozo.
Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you, too, for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
Genshin characters are the best, man.
We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists.
We ain't exorcists! That's way above our pay grade, man.
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo jumbo.
This is
while
a
you're
Mob Psycho
sprinkling it
moment.
around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place.
This is not a light novel, though. Pretty sure there's more to an exorcism than bravado. I mean, personal belief is the strongest thing in human existence. People will do crazy things because they believe in it. So if he thinks it's happening,
Well,
it could
you were
happen.
the ones who seemed concerned about his situation.
it's like, it's not my
Don't you
problem.
think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides,
Sly
we both
fox.
know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had
Yeah.
a request for me too.
Let's tie back around
This
to
is an
that.
opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point.
How do we always get
So-
roped into these things?
All right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
As long as you're around, I feel comfy. Thanks, mommy.
Okay, let's follow Yohe and go visit his brother.
I love how Yohe ran out of the frame. Like
What
a
is
second
going
after we
on
said we'd
here?
do it.
Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more
Always.
disinterested than usual in
There's
Yohe's
always something.
situation.
Yeah, Miko always has a plan. If there's anything that I learned from playing the Fun Guy event and seeing her in story quests so far, that she's never doing things just because. She's always got some tie around bigger reason.
How strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much constantly over the past few days, but now he's gone.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple.
Just
He
out of
just
nowhere.
sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing,
Man's
actually.
going psycho. His
But
schizo.
that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
I don't want him wandering around.
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we? Kato, whatever your name was. Given the circumstances,
Come
why
on!
don't you start by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way?
Dude,
We'll need to use it during the exorcism.
the disrespect.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Honestly, if she even said that to me, I'd feel so
What
honored
about us?
to be acknowledged.
Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
He's on the job already.
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, God.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohe said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Wait, he's in debt.
Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that.
Trying to figure out where his brother
But,
went.
It sounds like Yohe and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
I feel like a lot of the characters in these story quests are in debt.
Well, yes, I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Some people call it creatives.
But
Okay.
Yohei said his brother has
Free
always wanted
spirits.
to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, He was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, what?
That's the opposite of what we heard. I heard it was a direct matchup with
how
Domon.
interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat.
Look at the
He
impression.
trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohe said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen that is.
So there's actually no winning.
Yohe did tell me about Shingo winning the fight.
Oh, maybe
but
there
I took
was.
it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
Conflicting stories. He doesn't buy it. He said this guy definitely has never been a capable fighter in the first place. Watch everyone have such negative things to say about him.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh god, those brothers.
Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohe?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes,
It is true.
Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're
No,
not here
but-
to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Well, you've come to the right person.
He actually
want
knows.
to
He
watch it.
watched it. Eyewitness.
I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing
smile.
water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
So we confirmed that it was a real
Shingo
event.
really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
He's disappeared.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all
So
day.
the other thing the other guy said was true too
But just
about him
yesterday,
being
for
lazy.
example, I saw him cutting
it's a
down
very
trees
recent
for the village head.
Change of heart.
In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only
a
that,
good
he managed
thing.
to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
So he's knocking over trees, collecting wood for the village, having a lot of energy. I don't see the problem with him. He's actually seeming to be a lot better of a person.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted,
But
"What is
more
that
erratic
stuff?
personality.
Keep that away from me!" And then ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists.
He's out of
Finally, I
breath.
found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for too. Come on, let's go.
I swear to God, if it works.
As much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I
Delicious.
suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
I swear to God, if it works and we throw salt at this man and he crumbles, I'm going to pee my pants. I will stand up and show you my pants that have pee on them. Can I do that on Twitch? Hey man, what are you doing down there? I have salt. Put your hands up. It's the Oni police.
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
I'm gonna dive right onto him. Hands up! You're under arrest! Oh.
So this is Yohe's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall.
It's like an episode of
That's pretty
Naruto.
wild. Hey, listen. He's talking to himself.
He's off the meds. Uh-oh.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it?
Heroin addicts be like,
Can you feel the feeling of manliness?
me when I go to gym.
Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame?
He's grunting so much.
Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore.
I'm so confused,
I
man.
can't take any more.
Why is she smiling?
I'm gonna die. Yohe. Yohe. Save me! Save me!
Oh,
Did you hear that?
from what?
All the nonsense aside, he's going for help!
Huh? Who?
Hey, buddy.
Who goes there?
Hey, it's okay. It's me.
And now he's coming this
Easy, boy. You can kick down a whole tree, keep in mind.
Don't
Gotta be
come any
careful.
closer. Help!
Miko's right beside you.
Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohe, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help.
Help him!
Whatever shall we do?
Miko, you know what to do. Stop playing around.
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels
About
terribly
starting the
resentful to
school.
you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
So he doesn't want to
I don't
start
know
the
what
school.
to tell you. I don't know.
So
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way.
That's why you're so stressed.
Yohe, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation.
She's such a mom. Oh. Tell the truth, man.
Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But I...
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next.
She's not gonna stop him either.
It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all,
She's
you did
terrifying,
summon
bro.
it together.
Oh my god. She's onto
All
it.
right,
The
I'll
summoning
talk,
together.
I'll tell you everything.
A wishing incantation
Brother
right
and I
there.
used a wishing incantation. We made a wish.
Made a wish from a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, perhaps?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
the one that's all
everybody
the
is.
rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold,
Spheres of light.
appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But his whole
what did you
personality
wish
changed
for?
too.
Why didn't you seek help right away? Why did you wait till now to get some help?
Because I was worried that if he
It would
goes
hurt
back
the
to normal,
business.
he'll lose his skills with the sword. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school,
We'd be
and we'd be
broke.
back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts
But everybody is
or something.
doing it right
And then
now.
no one would want to sign up as his disciple.
Everyone knows what this
I
is.
was thinking that maybe Lady Gucci might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his
You
sword
can't have
skills.
both, man.
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes.
I never saw
Stop
it
deluding yourself.
coming.
These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
He can keep on
You're
inside his
right,
own.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did.
You're just upset that you
We
got
had
caught,
this
man.
coming.
That's all you're sorry for.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt,
Wait.
and then draw your sword.
Imagine it actually works. No shot it actually works. Is that what it worked? Wait, it worked!
What is that?
Salt to save the day? Oh my god.
It's the spirit.
That acting is
See
20
that?
out of 10.
That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
You're right. I did say I'd pee my pants if it. Hold on. Okay, can you guys see it?
Save me! Save me!
This guy.
He fainted!
He fainted.
We do nothing.
Oh, bro.
But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all
She
be
said,
over.
Us, not us, you.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster.
Arakawa Kuji.
Come on, fight me!
Fight me! Alright, bet.
Coming! Be careful!
No problem. We'll make quick work of this guy. Watch this. Ready? Ready? Shing! Shing! Shing!
Illusion shattered.
Alright, go!
Bam!
Boom!
Rain
Oh my god, he's so weak. Look how weak this guy is. Ready? One shot, done. Hands on the keyboard. Boom!
That was great! Excellent!
Did he bust?
What a rush!
Dude, this lost.
I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappears.
He disappeared!
That's all he needed.
But he looked pretty content at the end there.
A fight and a dash.
Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
I have a rough idea. I'm completely bewildered as well.
Ah, we can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
Good morning, brothers.
What am I doing here? Yohe? Yohe, is that you?
Yohe, what did we learn today?
Shingo, are you alright?
That we don't put our brother under an incantation.
Yohe,
Say it
I
with
had
me.
the weirdest dream.
Well, it won't.
I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly.
I actually kind of feel bad for him.
I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Amen, brother.
Shingo, we
Amen,
shouldn't
man.
have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
What do you do when you wake up and someone said you've been
Yes,
possessed?
And had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
You notice how we didn't really do anything other than just get him to confess the truth? Like, we got him out of the situation by not solving a case, but we finally pressured him into saying the truth, and then we could help. See, the eye's always got something in her mind. She knew there was more to the story. She had to play the cards.
All right, take him to get some rest.
She's very strategical.
He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay.
Don't
At
do it
this
again.
point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using
think you've
occult
already
methods
noticed,
to
yeah.
obtain power that does not belong to you. But
They're
I think
nodding.
you get the picture
Yes,
now,
ma'am.
don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Now go be
Thank you,
good
Lady
boys.
Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then.
We're a little bit of
Come on,
everything in
Shingo.
Inazuma. We're the saviors of the city. We're some exorcists. We're like outlaws, a part of the Oni clan
Miko,
with
would
Ito.
they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved?
We do a little bit of everything.
And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
We had to bait the truth out, man.
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
Gosh, it's so hot.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him.
A
Can't
master
you?
of the sword, lots of strength and passion, but doesn't like tofu.
Paimon's got it.
It was an Oni.
Correct.
We've seen those before.
Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions.
Just wanted to fight.
As a matter of fact,
Be a good fighter.
it
Feel
actually
manly.
seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Fair enough. But it seems like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily
Is that
leave
really the
Shingo's
way?
body.
That's
Then
crazy.
You exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord.
So it was a inevitable
course.
loss.
It would have been more stressful for Shingo and
Either
Yohe
way.
that way. Still,
Would he
the
have died,
experience
though,
may
for
ultimately
too much
have
stress?
been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything
Oh, well,
here.
we have to ask her
Come on,
about
off
the
we go.
incantations. We're not done asking her about our initial
Hold on,
question.
Miko. You say
There we go.
everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you
There's
disagree?
more? The incantation they used. The book, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. What is that all about? Who wrote that, by the way?
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book? Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations
all the
seem really
rage.
popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the
It's
book
actually
are
doing
actually
stuff.
capable of summoning spirits and stuff.
People are getting money and
loads of
everything.
people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What
Could
do
be
you
anybody.
think, Traveler?
Could be anybody who wrote it. It doesn't worry me a bit. If Miko says it's fine, people don't need to worry about it. I'm more curious about Miko's reaction. True.
You're right. Big events in the light novel market should be at the center of her attention, surely.
Doesn't sound interested.
But she doesn't seem to care about this book at all.
Lady Yai!
There's more.
I finally found you!
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
How'd you find us out here, by the way, bro?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the
It's
numbers
probably
are here.
insane.
Please, take a look.
It's probably the highest
Let
it's
me
ever
see.
been. Oh,
What?
we're losing market
We're
share
losing market share?
because of the negative effects of
Yes.
the incantations.
Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to
Oh.
Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now.
Oh, no, now it's important to you. So we can confirm that you weren't responsible for the creation of this, and you're actually just mad that it's outdoing all the other stuff.
Miko? What is it? You have a
The way
really
she said
scary
that!
look on your face right now.
I would run over in an instant.
Things
on all
just got
fours.
serious. A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis.
Define serious.
Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our
So
thunder.
now you want to
If
help.
this isn't the very definition
That's
of intolerable,
crazy.
I don't know what is.
That's kind of
I
crazy.
have to come up with a counterplan.
Oops.
And you are going to help me.
How is this our problem all of a sudden?
I thought we were done here.
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important
Okay,
in your eyes after
don't
all?
put me back in this situation. You're turning this around on me.
What just happened?
You trying to gaslight me into thinking that I was the one that didn't care?
This feels all wrong.
You were the one that did
Nothing's
this.
wrong, okay? Come on.
Do not
We're
gaslight
going
me.
to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Are we gonna like kill the creator? She's gonna have like a assassination attempt on whoever made this darn book. She's sitting here making me feel like I was the one that was wrong for being done with the situation. Now she wanted to end it until we heard that her money's going.
All right, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Write a better one. Rip it off.
Why don't you take a guess?
It's gonna be writing another one.
I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
What is this guy doing inside?
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous.
Could be.
Oh, wow. Your first guess, and you got it absolutely
Let me just write a better one.
wrong.
See, I was wrong. Dummy.
Wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
A first-hand guide to
That was a good
summoning
delivery.
spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone
Then
that the
everybody be
incantations
more
are real.
interested.
In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try
any
them out.
publicity is good publicity here.
Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic.
No, Paimon.
How about we confiscate
We gotta
all
go
the
bigger. This is how content works.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to
calls
such
on Ras,
lengths
too.
over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
Everybody be so mad about it.
That means there's nothing we can
Think
do.
bigger,
Well, I've been thinking.
little one.
I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
Wait, so you mean
That's right. How do you get
you
rid
replace
of the
it with the next
thing?
big thing?
You replace it with the next big
This
thing.
is YouTube 101,
So what
boys.
we're going
Write this
to do
down.
Is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yae Miko wages war.
Hit him where it hurts. Their
Incidentally,
wallet.
this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
No, Paimon, just you. We just want to see what you have to say. I've never written a novel before.
Well,
What is this guy?
becoming
What
an
is he
accomplished
doing? Who's he
novelist
calling for?
Certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yae Publishing House. I have my ways.
He's been around for so long. She probably has so many good stories
we're
stocked up.
going to do. I trust that
Waiting
the
for
word
this moment.
teamwork is in your vocabulary.
Nodders. Everybody
Anyway,
nodders.
There is a writer's submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done.
I'm
I will
sorry, hold
assemble
on.
the team, and we can work while we eat.
Hold on, wait. Are you going to a restaurant while we're working? So basically, we're doing the work, and you're gonna go eat a meal. So let's talk to Nakano first.
The Yae Publishing House has held many writer submission events to date.
This is who we're submitting
The winner
to.
gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been the ticket to fame for a lot of authors. If you've got a good idea for a story, you definitely don't want to miss out.
What do you like in a story, sir?
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything. It's just a little slow-paced for me.
So he's not a One
By
Piece fan.
contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills.
Chainsaw Man.
Action-packed right from page 1. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
Doesn't this sound like somebody we know? I've only met one kitsune, I'm pretty sure.
The key
What
to
do you
a
like?
successful light novel is having good
He
illustrations.
likes picture books.
When to use
Manga.
illustrations, what they should contain, and which artists you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing.
Do you agree with
But on
that?
the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world.
Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. Is that a nopers or a nodders? I don't know, man. I'm pretty nopers on that.
There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible,
It
but
even has
it's
pictures.
unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
Well, show me this book, man. Maybe it is really good. What do you think?
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title.
Gotta make something
The
unique.
only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Guys, it's not even that good of a book,
Not
okay?
only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
I am monka-ing right now.
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team.
Is this the squad?
You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor,
Oh, yeah.
and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working
Is he out of
through
his
a
writing block?
creative lull at the
Oh,
moment.
he's still in it.
But all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of
She's the
completely
final
different
boss.
stories and all under different pen names. As for what
Really?
those names are, well,
Wait.
that's a trade secret.
Wait.
They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
Uh-huh. It
We got the dream
definitely
team here.
makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences.
They like incantations.
All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than
It's the
that,
YouTube formula.
even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about?
We can write
For
about
example,
yokai even
we know
better.
We need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience.
Like fast pace and good images.
Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas.
Because she's so
It
familiar
all
with
comes down to
Kitsune
the
in
size
general.
of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people
Yeah,
of
from
Inazuma.
like Liyue or Mondstadt,
What is commonplace
Sumeru.
to you may be fresh and original to them.
So we haven't been to Sumeru technically yet in the canon storyline, but
Oh, right!
still a lot
So
of
maybe
information we
can
have,
take
others don't.
Inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Liyue. But that would make it a completely different genre than A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Maybe like things people do in
Is that
other
gonna be a problem?
places
Not at all.
that you can
don't have
implement
to
in your
worry
own life.
so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences.
How to
As
tame
long
a
as the core
dragon
content is interesting,
with
my
a
expert
god.
team here will be able to flesh out the details.
All right, let's start with Chapter 1 then.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
The work-shy bard, the dragon of the grand adventure, reincarnated in another world, encounters with airborne emergency rations. I like the long title personally.
No one would ever go for that, no matter how you tried to play it.
I think I would.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.
Let's go!
Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste? And how do you cook it? It's a strong opening. An easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never underestimate the appeal of culinary-oriented subject matter.
Yeah, Paimon,
Food, after
dummy.
all, is a topic that everyone is interested in.
That's why my game's on top. Paimon, we're gonna eat you next for that.
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here.
Let's go.
Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
It's very basic, even though it's long.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter
It
2.
was that easy. And now we're gonna talk about drinking wine with a god
Do for now?
who likes laws.
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain.
This is YouTube
Hurry,
101.
Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
So much urgency.
What's wrong with you?
My mom's
You
gone
don't
blank.
look so good.
I can't think of any more stories.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this.
I'm out
But
of wishes,
alas,
man.
The time has come prematurely.
Before
Like
it came to
usual.
what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful.
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break.
Personally, I've never experienced from that.
Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do.
I love all the nicknames she gives to people. Boss, little one.
Don't worry, this is my treat.
It's on her! No money!
Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Nope, just in food.
Of course.
Oh.
Everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going!
Why did she scream at me? Come on, calm down. Paycheck, speaking of Mora.
Oh, does this mean your inspirations come back?
Took a trip to Liyue. Tour guide turned out to be Rex Lapis. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. Rock and roll, girl. I turned into a Geo Bishop hatchling. I like this one. Took a trip to Liyue. Tour guide turned out to be Rex Lapis. Awkward.
Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything.
It's literally just what
Only
happened.
later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself. With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm.
Is that her Zhongli impression?
Is this the kind of cheap thrill that guy was talking about?
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's curiosity.
Nice, because they probably heard about the
I,
legends.
for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
Let's go.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhongli doesn't mind.
Well, I don't have to ask him for the credit.
Great. Well, now Satomi can
You
get
won't even hear
started
about
on
it.
that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yae.
All right, well, she's gonna make it come to life.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we?
Talk about the
I can
almighty
help with this
Shogun.
one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Stuff this! Come on, let's get rid of the Vision Hunt Decree. Farewell, Literature Hunt Decree. Starting as a resistance soldier. I like the first one. Stuff this!
Clearly very closely based on your own personal experience, with no major changes at all.
It's literally just what happened, man. I'm running out of
That's
ideas.
fine. Since it's something that took place in Inazuma, it
Some
might
realism
actually be
to
more
it.
interesting to readers if it's grounded in the truth. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to...
Mysterious
the
lady.
mysterious lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle.
Dude.
That should do the trick.
You know what? She's so smart for that because she's gonna make this a very relatable line for readers to read. They're gonna take that and be like, oh, maybe if I find a lady between, then I can do whatever I want for my own wishes, you know? If I come to Yae, I give her my money, or I talk to her, worship her, I can get what I want. So it honestly does the same thing the other book does with our own narrative, thus making it popular with a unique story. She could be a YouTuber. She could be a YouTuber today.
So we're really going head to head with our rival on this one, huh?
Love that.
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
As content queen.
Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
Oh, not just beat.
The content is
Blow.
fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
I mean, you can good pictures
we'll
too
also
now.
need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her.
Get a popular sponsor?
Feel free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yae Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
Oh, this is gonna be a hit. I hope it is. Hey, look, I always knew you had the great ideas. That's why you're my familiar. Okay, let's go.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements.
What is
but
Yae Miko?
Since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration.
Even
but
the other one.
Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can.
Even for money?
Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. Huh. I'm getting off topic here.
He's a fan.
Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yae Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Thanks, man. All right, we're gonna get the endorsement, man. Endorsement's gonna change the game.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a good name.
What a strange pen name.
I like the pen name.
Doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
The side
What do
boob
you
gets me with
mean,
her.
strange?
So
It
elegant.
took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a
It's
very
actually true.
descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Let's go. It's gonna be big numbers.
Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
This is me before I post any YouTube video. We're gonna see the numbers and what the revenue is like. Is it gonna work? We had a top-notch team. We're all professionals.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Imagine they come out with an equally good book at this time. Like another great book. What are the results? Do we get big bucks? Cutscene?
Ah, you've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
We're rich!
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30%
Really?
of what you've sold.
We hit the algorithm.
I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
This is all great, but...
Yeah, the whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a
Did it beat
first-hand
it?
guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
It's others plummet.
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about.
Shh.
The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds?
bro.
You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight, and your wish will come true!
Oh, that's a throwback. That's old news, man.
Give it the times, dude.
No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing.
People
I've already
got such
memorized all
short
the
attention
incantations.
spans.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
What's that?
You haven't read it yet?
Dummy.
Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai.
People are so quick to
They
believe
can
crap.
make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects.
Let's go.
This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations
We
in
did
this
what we
book
need to do.
are more potent than
We
the ones
win.
everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless
This
night.
is really how society is.
Well, I better go and prepare too.
Kazumushi is so slow with the
Well.
times.
Feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right. Everyone's shifting focus. But what's this are talking about.
Yeah, that, I don't remember adding that.
Paimon doesn't
in.
remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
She was added that in.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
What do you mean by that?
There's a phase 2?
I thought we were done. We got the sales.
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh, yeah.
Multiple.
If we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits.
True, true.
Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it
We have to go
was.
kill him.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed
Tomoyuki.
light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went
But
to ask
he
him
had
about
success
it,
a little
he
bit.
had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book.
Oh, so he's been possessed by another spirit who's good at writing books, just like the guy who was good at fighting. I see the setup for this, why we were doing what we were at the beginning.
Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly
in the
in
background.
Aroni. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." After that, he lost consciousness.
So we gotta go throw salt at it.
The spirit that wrote the book has already left him now,
Wasn't strong
right?
enough to keep it. That's
So
right.
what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role.
That sounds very dubious. Is it too late for me to back out? We are too deep. We are like neck deep in this situation.
Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
What is she cooking?
Miko, what is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where we are most likely to succeed in summoning the spirit.
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
Where did spirits hide, Paimon? What do you think?
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
This is thrilling
Paimon's
for a
heart
fellow
is
author.
pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Come on, in we go.
I feel like I'm walking into Walmart with my mom. Like I'm just nervous about going in because school's coming back soon and I gotta buy school supplies. She's like, come on in, little one. We're gonna sacrifice you, man. Things get tough, we're gonna put you in the fire.
What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Kind of looks like the plane of Euthymia or something.
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Urakusai?
Urakusai.
It's not very clear.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Oh, wait. There's more. Wait. That one looks like a spirit. Hey, you get to try out Miko
Right here.
too, which I have her, but I haven't built
Emerge.
her.
There's more! Come on out.
How many of these can I place down?
Right here.
Let me do Shincho, Shogun, Nihida, Insane Hyper Bloom.
No, my sword!
It's such a little space to be fighting it. Oh my god. I'm so not used to hitting the number 5 for trials. You win. Todo, fall to your knees.
Whoa, it's that painting we just saw.
But bigger.
It's turning this way along with the whole wall.
Flipped around though.
It's getting eerier and scarier.
It's reflecting into the mirror.
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to skip many of the more tedious steps.
She's gonna say bibbidi bobbidi boo.
The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age, Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here.
Me? Hold on, are you surely you're not planning to?
Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to maintain his form for a very short time before disappearing.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting negative consequences?
True, like the whole my body is my body thing. Like,
You really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that.
yeah, my bestie went into hiding for
Anyway,
years, 500
Are you
years.
scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be over soon. Just think of it like having a dream.
Okay, it's like anesthesia.
Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
Okay, surely we're fine. I like to watch you walk away.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting.
What's gonna happen?
Huh? Is Paimon seeing things?
Actually, just jump scared me a little bit. Oh. Looks like water.
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also,
Little
you'll need
one.
to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example.
To bring my brother back.
Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Anyone?
Probably something to do with writing?
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation.
Golden
The
star for
book is selling
Paimon.
exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
Put me under a lot of pressure, man. Please, someone, anyone. I'm stressed.
She's moving again! What the?
She's inducing stress. What's going in me? God. Uh-oh. Hi there. It's a very blue hue.
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What
Is the
have
traveler
we
okay?
here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
Lamine's just dead.
So you were the one who wrote A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh? What's your game here?
Who is this flying rat?
What's this? Oh.
It's so funny to see
No
the
wonder
traveler
this felt
speak
so
like that.
familiar. I've walked right into your trap,
What
haven't
is-
I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war.
I'm gonna push just this clip out of context and make people think this is what Genshin goes like. This is canon.
Oh, did you
Lamine's
now?
evil.
Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her.
Just this out of context. So funny.
Good.
Good.
With
What are
this
you,
power,
Palpatine?
no one shall be able to stand in my way.
Do it. Lamine.
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake her again. This
Paimon looks so sad.
body now belongs to me.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your mind! Miko, think of something! Miko! Miko!
Let me think, man. Give me a second. Is she laughing? Miko? Miko?
You're laughing?
He's barely laughing.
Urakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little kitsune, you.
There's no way that they both looked at each other and went, we're gonna get Paimon. We're gonna get her good.
Look what you've done to this little flying one here.
That's just straight up mean.
Poor thing scared witless.
You kind of had me a little scared.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
You guys get debated.
Miko, you guys know each other?
This is a twisted game.
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the
OG
author
homies.
of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
They've done this to people before.
Urakusai. No, wait.
Urakusai.
To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that
Come from
comes
ley
from
lines.
the ley lines.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots?
In the Shogun
You
story
witnessed
quest.
human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you?
Same thing.
Well, since there are
But it was
human
in,
memories,
the mirror,
of course there
or
are
the
going to be
painting.
yokai memories too. In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed.
This is so
I was
weird.
wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone,
It's kind of like Miko.
help me write a truly amazing novel."
The humor seems the
Piqued my
same.
curiosity.
I see why
So
they could be
I popped
friends.
inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include a
Yeah,
summoning
it's
incantation
dangerous.
in the novel?
Oh, little one.
Little one.
Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty and powerful Daiyoko. Memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days.
Huh.
Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
He lets them have fun.
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave.
Like starting a samurai school.
Yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you
Whatever.
know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands, given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy.
They
As
make
for
it
those who
happen.
would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson
Like the
eventually.
brothers.
So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
And it's fun.
Yes, that's what I thought too.
All right then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
She just likes to troll.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten out
Yeah.
Epilogue, a first-hand guide to
Bro,
summoning spirits.
are you kidding
to
me?
become the most popular in Inazuma.
This whole thing she did just to spite her old buddy. That's why she was so gun-ho. Not because she really cared, but she knew who would be writing it. She was like, I gotta beat him out one more time because I'm a Giga Chad and it's gonna be really funny and fun and I got nothing else to do.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some
It's
ulterior
always more than
motive.
meets the eye with her.
You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
That's all she wanted to hear.
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders. A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
She wants to sit and bask in friendship.
Not much.
Feels good to her,
It
probably.
goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end.
Dang. That very
Everyone's
depressing.
quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Ho, ho.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
So now we got the Traveler back.
All right.
That was interesting.
Goodbye then, Urakusai.
It's a good little reunion.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one.
Hundreds of
Especially
years.
these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders.
Say you love me.
And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great.
It took her long
That's
enough.
fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself
Seems
would be
like
the
you'd be a good
Yae
guy.
Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
Be a good friend to have. What a good relationship they have. You can. I fell for that so hard.
Disappeared.
Lumi, you won't believe this.
How are you feeling?
Hi.
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me.
3, 2, 1. Wait, was it 1, 2, 3? It was 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you beat me to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Looks like your brain is intact. So,
Good old
your
noggin.
first possession, what was it like?
I remember my first possession. I remember everything pretty clearly. I just couldn't get in on the conversation myself.
Good. Saves me from having to explain everything again. Hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood.
We had a whole story quest
in
for
return,
this.
It's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for.
You mean the Moonless Nights?
Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the ley lines, it will still be quite a sight to behold when the time comes.
We're going to see it in this quest.
Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me, I'll need your help with the ritual.
You cannot be serious, Miko. After all that, you still have more errands for
Where's my money?
Huh. You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now. If you think Paimon's gonna do anything you ask for, think again!
We got money,
Oh,
Amora.
come on. I'm really only asking you to
food.
finish what you started. Besides, your paychecks are still in my hands.
Paimon's paycheck?
My paycheck?
Well, there's no way out now. We're in too deep.
Can't go back, man. We gotta get those wishes somehow. That was a really funny and really cute engagement. The way they got even the viewer of being a little worried about Lumine's well-being. Now we're doing the Moonless Night ritual. Can't remember the name they gave
Well,
it.
hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right on time, too.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks.
To get paid, man.
So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakyako happen?
Yakiyaku.
Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea what it even means.
How was he gonna question it?
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai.
Big ol'
Back in the
reunion.
day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon.
Wow.
But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly.
Stand around them.
So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong.
All right, let's do it. This is gonna be pretty.
All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I added to our novel?
Let's see why they call it that now.
Oh, yeah!
And why she put that in there.
The secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way.
What do you need from me?
I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do 2 things. First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain.
Okay.
During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the shrine maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed.
She's like,
After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yogo during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity.
We don't want them to get possessed either.
The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. But when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monsters.
Make an uproar.
They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that doesn't happen.
So we're basically doing ushering work. I'm basically an usher for the festival, or the ritual, I mean.
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
That's what's gonna be cool.
Okay, let's get going.
Question though, are we getting paid extra for doing the bodyguard ushering work? Or... Bro, who is busy with another quest?
Descend the mountain? Are those Lady Kuji's orders?
Out of here!
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger to you all.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
We're fine.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
Because we want to see the yokai too.
It seems like Lady Kuji places great trust in you.
We did save all of
Lady Kuji's
Inazuma,
never
so...
allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past. Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look.
You, though? Talking about me?
Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain.
We get the monsters, then we get to see the big finale. I bet it's gonna be a really cool cutscene.
These monsters look really riled up.
We can't let them up the mountain. Let's get rid of them for Miko.
Yep.
For Mommy!
Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we can get back in time to see the yokai.
Let's go.
Inazuma shines eternally!
Alright, monsters.
One strike.
How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look.
Let's see the finale. I'm so excited for this, actually. Yes, we get a cutscene. I love this camera work. Thank you, cameraman.
Everywhere. Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time.
Wow.
Come with me.
Oh. The music.
You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Paimon's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blacked out the moon.
Whoa, no kidding.
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times,
My homies.
but they are good and brave souls.
Thank you,
Even
cameraman.
after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or
That's
despair.
cheerful.
Alas, their time is short.
Dang. much power?
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me?
Yeah.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment. In reverence, I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
That's chills. Whoa. It looks like the Lantern Rite Festival a little bit.
The book says.
And everybody's doing it
spells of Lady Kitsune tonight.
At the same time. So she worked this to her own favor perfectly. Because everybody's going to be doing it. Wow, what a great plan.
Cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light.
Everybody's doing it.
Your power will be honored eternally.
Wow.
Urakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course.
Not a lot.
Just as
That
I
was
thought,
smooth.
the ritual went very smoothly.
That was good.
Thank you both.
That was good. Miko, you good? You sad?
Oh, I'm great.
Probably a little affected.
Just now.
I'm fine, seriously. Really,
Can't show any emotion around us, huh?
Honestly, you two.
Miko.
Oh, you need a hug?
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
Meal, it's a deal.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
We're taking her out on a meal date, little dinner date. That was really, really beautiful how they did that. I feel like the visuals reminded me a lot of how Lantern Rite looks, but it's perfect how she worked it in the story because everybody be chanting the well-received chants so they can get what they want in their lives, but really it was helped to send them off. She's so cunning. She planned that whole thing out and used it in her favor.
It is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
I need a sequel.
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
And they actually saw it too,
Yeah,
how pretty
that
it
huge
was.
black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
Got baited.
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the traveler will remain an interesting series for a long time to come.
It's actually good entertainment though.
Paimon can't see Miko anywhere. Guess
She got a
she's not
ditch?
out here.
She stood us up?
Maybe she went inside already. Let's head in and look for her.
Maybe not, maybe she's in already.
Ah, my
There
little
she
friends.
is. We knew
there
she
you
wouldn't.
are.
Got a lot of food in front of her already.
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
She's offended.
I did, yes. You're paying after all.
What? You
The
didn't
thought
give me
of
my
being
paycheck
able to
yet.
eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free?
Wait,
Oh, I just couldn't wait any longer.
wait, you said the most expensive?
Boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
There's no way.
Alrighty.
There's no way you just did me like that. After all I helped you with, bro, you're gonna make me pick up the tab?
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it.
I guess we'll get some food
Or
out of
maybe
this.
you'd rather try this? I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either.
But good thing you're paying
if you
for
don't
it.
drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Oh my god.
Miko, you are
She's cutting to the very last second.
The novel. All you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu.
Strange. I remember no such thing.
Kutikatsu and fried tofu, that's it.
Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you?
Gotta watch your words carefully around her.
I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive. Aren't you afraid we won't be able to afford it?
Well, technically it's the money I'm paying you, so...
Don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite the generous payment due.
I wish this was real game money you were able to earn.
Aw, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
We've been taken for a ride and we ended up broke.
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect.
You know what I really think, though? These kind of moments are gonna be what makes the Genshin anime so good when it comes around. That's what I keep thinking throughout these story quests, is that to see her laugh, like belly laugh, get animated, and like have all the little nuances and movements. If anything, those story quests get me ready for an actual anime.
Since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue.
We gotta think of something
So
else.
you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler. The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
You guys think she's gonna go for it? So we really did all that just to end up broke, not popular, and drained of energy. Miko's story quest, 10 out of 10. It really makes you love the character even more than you already do. She's so funny, cunning,